everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this super beautiful old Hollywood type of look with this hair from Megalook's hair company. I'm going to give you guys a start to finish detailed tutorial. So with that said, sit back, relax, get right into today's video.
She's a bad thing, fine as hell, thick as fuck, oh my god, that's my baby, Caroline.
The sponsor of today's video and the provider of this beautiful wig is the Megalook's hair company. This is their 26-inch 6x5 pre-everything thick layered bouncy wavy egg curl wig. This wig comes well constructed for a glueless wig because it comes with two clips on the side, a back clip, and two different adjustable bands, and it has little silicone sticky tabs that you find on your shapewear. It's gonna make it really stick to your head and give a very secure fit. When they say pre-everything, they really do mean pre-everything. This wig comes with pre-plucked lace and also tiny pre-bleached knots. The hair is shiny, glossy, and has very minimal shedding. This hair texture can be dyed and restyled and give you about 3 different styles. If you wear the wig right out of the package, you get this like basic egg bouncy curl look. It's not the most beautiful or aesthetically pleasing look. It's kind of giving auntie. I wouldn't recommend going for this look, but if it's your vibe, more power to you. If you want a little more of a nicer look, I would recommend using a wide tooth comb or your fingers to brush through the bouncy curls, and you get another super cute and fluffy style. This is my favorite look. This is the look I'm rocking in the final way. And now and for the third look, all you have to do is just wash the wig with some warm water, use some conditioner, scrunch up the curls, and let it air dry and get this like gorgeous French curl loose wave type of vibe. If you're interested in purchasing this wig, definitely check out the link in my description box. With that said, let's get into the tutorial. So right out of the box, placing the wig on, it did have a white cast on the lace. That's the thing about glueless lace wigs. I feel like they're great in theory. Everything is pre-done for you, but they can never just get that lace shade right. So I did have to go in with my foundation, one that matches my forehead exactly, and just buff that in underneath the lace to kind of really, one, help hide the lace color, and two, to kind of give the knots some color. I realized the knots on this wig was a little bit big and not super pre-bleached, more pre-plucked in the hairline, but the knots could have been bleached. But I understand it is red hair. It's hard to bleach the knots on a red wig. But already you can see that lace was looking a lot better once I get that lace tint to it. Now I'm going in and cutting in the excess lace, because again, these pre-cut lace wigs, great in theory, but sometimes the companies do miss the mark, because sometimes they'll leave too much lace and you have to go in yourself to cut off all that excess lace. I always say the less lace the better. Wherever there's no like hair is where I cut. I just cut off every piece of bare lace, but at the same time I'm trying not to go in a straight across motion. I'm trying to do like a little jagged cut, so that way there's not like a wiggy line of demarcation on my head. I'm really trying to keep this super glueless because it is summertime. I know we're not in the mood to like actually glue down our wigs or anything or any product, so that's why I love a good closure like this. But to help me just mesh that lace in a little bit better, I did go ahead and put an elastic band over my head. I feel like the oils and the sweat and the gravity kind of just help give you that laid lace effect. Elastic band on. Now let's get into the styling. This curl pattern at first is very deceiving. You're like, what the hell is this? But all you have to do is just start like using a wide tooth comb or your fingers and start loosening and brushing out the curls, and you get this like really interesting type of curl pattern. Here I'm using like my fingers to kind of like help retwist them, because it does get like a little bit poofy easily, but I really like this curl pattern. I wish so bad that like it does not wash out. I think I need to try maybe doing like perm rods. I think if you've used perm rods or like it's curling, wanting to get really tight curls to recreate this type of curl, but it's so nice out of the box. I feel like this idea would work a lot better if it was like a synthetic wig, because synthetic wigs, you can't wash the curl out. But I definitely think I'm gonna like try to recreate this type of curl. Comment down below if you feel like I should like find a way to recreate this type of curl yourself, because you can't just be buying the wig just one time to enjoy this look unless you never washed your wig. I don't know. After I did my makeup, I took out the elastic band. You can kind of see how having the elastic band definitely helped the lace melt a lot better. And it kind of gave like some light baby hairs with some hairs being pulled down. I didn't do that unintentionally. And here I'm just going in and adding some concealer to the part. Like I said, the knots were a little bit visible, but nothing a little good concealer can do to give like a faux bleached effect. And then since my forehead had like bronzer from doing my makeup, I went ahead and put that same bronzer on the lace, because I always like to make sure I have my lace matching my forehead. First, I thought I wanted to rock this hair in the middle part. So after I did my makeup and everything, this is how the hair was looking. I like this style. It was giving like, you know, really nice tight curls. But I feel like because I was going out that night and I was wearing my glasses, because I didn't lose my contacts. I ran out of contacts. I've been wearing glasses full time. If you haven't noticed my recent videos, until I get the urge to go order some new contacts. And I feel like this look just didn't go with the glasses. I don't know. I wanted to give like office siren versus nerdy, but after a while I was like, no, let me try a little bit of a side part, a little casual flip over. Mind you guys, this wig is still 100% glueless, so literally all I did was just flip it over to the side. I didn't want like a defined part, but to help me hide that like little piece of baby hair, like that little piece of lace where the lace meets the closure, because this is the closure, what I like to do is I just pull out a little bit of hair, and I always create like a little small minimal faux baby hair side swoop. It's really minimal, it's not doing too much, but it helps keep the wig looking seamless, especially for a glueless lay. All I'm doing is just trying to cut it down in like a tapered angle. I always say I cut my baby hairs going from longest to shortest, and to lay it down I'm just using a little bit of my Kiss Colors lace spray. I'm not putting any spray on the lace. I'm just using it to help me swoop the baby hairs, because I want to keep the look very light and still keeping it essentially glueless. Now to really just create the shape I wanted with my side part, going with that hot comb and flattening out the back, the side, because the curls kind of made the wig a little bit bumpy, especially me flipping it to the side. I'm just making sure I'm just kind of just smoothing and shaping the hair. Like I feel like I just use the hot comb as a shaping tool, especially with curly hair. You want to make it flat where you want it to be flat. Don't be shy to flatten some curls. All you got to do is just create the shape that you're going for, but at the same time I didn't want it to be too pressed out. I didn't want like a serious part. After I finally went ahead and changed into my outfit for the day, I realized honestly, chop it. Like it needed a shorter look to fit my dress. Like y'all can see already, it just made a lot of sense. Like it was giving the office siren, grown woman, sexy vixen vibe, if you get what I'm trying to say. And surprisingly, the curls still held themselves together even with the chop, but I felt like I wanted to kind of give the front some shape so the curls can go in the same direction as my hair. But at the same time, I also wanted to test out how to recreate these curls if you wanted to. And I feel like using a curling iron and making sure you're just keeping those curls really nice and tight together is what's going to help you get that like look that it came with out of the box. I think the curling wand I used right here was too small. It's all I had on hand. But if you have something a little bit bigger, and just make sure you make really tight coils, ringlets, that you can like mimic the hairstyle. Here I'm just going again with that hot comb like I told you guys to help shape the hair. The hot comb is a shaping tool. I just kept playing around with the hair until it looked like, you know, that's the look I wanted it to be. And I realized, wait, the curls got better the more I combed it out. I don't know what it was. Like I started like just combing it out with a loose comb, and it started like turning the curls from ringlets into this like Hollywood wave kind of curl. Like I'm obsessed. I love this texture so much. Like I wish it doesn't wash out. Like I feel like I gotta get a synthetic version of this wig. If you guys know a wig that's like synthetic that has this texture, do let me know, because I'm obsessed with it. This was supposed to be the final look, but see, I started like freaking out before I left, and I was like, maybe I like it better as a middle part. So this is me leaving the door, and I flipped it back into the middle part. Just as cute, really nice, but now that I'm editing everything, it was better low-key in my head as a side part. But that's what I get for just being an overthinker, which I like better, the middle or the side. But anyways, that is the official final look. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.